few tools. 8mm, getting the grease zerks out. Pocket screwdriver and a pick. Grease gun. Best investment ever. And a roll of paper towels. Just cleaning these out so that the grease gun can get down in there. Shouldn't be much dirt in these ones. Actually, there's not, so we're not going to spend much time. This is one that we're going to be working on replacing because, or taking out, because from the factory, this is the second time I greased it, and I missed that one. But I saw a video online, people complaining that Kubota did not, or they did not cover the grease zerks before spraying, and as you can spray in the paint, as you can see right there, it is not exposed, and therefore you cannot, well, I'm sorry, it's covered with paint, and the ball bearing that is in the spring loaded inside the grease zerk is not accessible. So we're going to take that one off, see if I can't clean it, and if I can't clean it and make it work, then I will replace it. And then this is what you use the pocket screwdriver for. Get this crap out of here. These are the outriggers. Obviously they get thrashed. being put down in the dirt all the time. And I try, because of, this is my house, not a garage. This stuff right here, dirt mixed with grease, getting drug into your house is like the worst thing on earth. Probably not the worst thing, but one of. So you want to keep a lot of paper towels around. You want to keep a lot of paper towels around to clean that stuff up. And then I keep a piece of cardboard to try to keep it clean where I'm working. Obviously I got a little ahead of myself here, but it's my house. I'll pay for it. All right, we'll get the tripod set back up as best we can. Almost sounds like we're out of grease. We are out. I really should just ditch these gloves. It's kind of not worth it. Oh, bitch mittens. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make a memo. Okay, don't get mad at me. Okay, so we'll pull the pressure off of this dude. Oh wait, I think there's a release. It's right here. Somewhere. Screw that back. Now you can pull this and lock it. Then you turn this. And you got to get the old tube out by hooking your, actually we can use a tool, but grab it like that. This should go straight in the trash, but I'm going to take this guy, pull this off. And for Kubota, you need to use a moly grease. So that's what I bought. Slide that down in, peel this off. Gets it everywhere. Slide that back in there. And this little dude makes up the difference in size right there. Snug that up. Release this and push it in. And then tighten this little thumb screw back up. As you can see, that grease purged out of there. So we'll take a paper towel, clean it up, and you'll hear it prime. Put the battery back in. Looks like we're back in action. Just like that. Less than a minute. Take all your trash straight to the garbage. fix this one down here. How am I going to make it to where you can see what I'm doing? So this one down here. Let's set that up like that. Once again, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. See that one right there? It has got paint all over it, and it will not accept grease. And if there was ever a pin that you want to accept grease, it would be these two, because they hold that dude, which basically those two pins life has sucked since they were born. So we'll go ahead and fix that before we finish greasing everything, so it's done. Alright, so we'll take this 8mm on a socket wrench down in there. Okay, I think it's an 8. Oh, alright, every other grease cert is an 8, that's a 10. It's not a 10, it's an 11. Oh, an 11mm. Alright, so oddly enough, this top one up here, I just put this on it, and this grease zert's all loose. So we'll go ahead and tighten it up, and that'll make sure that this leaking stuff that we have going on here won't happen so much. So that's good that we found that. I'm going to put the 8 back on the rack, or on the rail, so I don't lose it. Take this to loosen. Get down in there. Come on, baby. And this one's extremely loose too, so I can pull it out with my finger. So that was another complaint that I saw about these tractors, aside from all the good, was that owners were, after 5, 6, 7 hours, having to go back through the tractor and, well, tighten up a bunch of bolts. And here you go, 2 grease zerts that are totally loose. So I can't get this one for some reason. This is shaping up to being kind of a pain in the butt. I might just switch to drinking beer. All right, there we go. Okay, so as you can see, we have a problem. That is totally covered in paint there, and therefore it will not accept grease. I'd venture to say this pin does not have any grease on it or in it, because I believe they greased this after they painted it. It's pretty much, it looks bone dry. So that's not cool, Kubota. But, you know, At least we caught it now instead of 200 or 300, 400 hours in. All right, let's go try to clean this up. And if I can't get it cleaned, then we'll just replace it somehow. Garage is a mess. It's probably... So I'll scrape this off with a knife, clean it up with a wire brush, and if need be, I'll hit it with this little sanding block. I don't think a grinder or anything like that is appropriate. There shouldn't be much. And there you go. So, well, it's probably going to need to be replaced because this paint is all the way down inside the dam. Let me grab my pick. Maybe we can get that out of there. So if you look right there, that paint is down inside that female where the ball bearing is. So I'm going to take this pick. This is going to be hard to do because I'm right-handed, but get that out of there. And then if that little dimple works, which it does, we're good to go, folks. There we go. That's all it was. So, for good measure, we'll scratch that off once. I don't want any grime getting down in there, even though it's minuscule. And we'll take the air here. Roll that bad boy out. Ready to rock. We got this Zerk. Got it cleaned up. Little dippers, ball bearings, movable. So we're ready to go. I'm going to do my best to start this by hand. I want to get whatever dirt's in there out of there. Actually, it's full of water. That's odd. This thing's not been in the rain. Okay, so we'll get this down in here maybe. Okay, let's stop. Well, if this thing gives me too much more trouble, I'll try turning this, but I don't want to tighten these lines up. I'll turn the whole boom, but I don't want to try that just yet because I don't want these hydraulic lines getting tightened up right where I need to work. This is kind of a bear. Let's see here, left-handed maybe? Don't try to look at it. Come on. Where you at, threads? That one I think it's dropping in. Feels like it's it. Okay. Looks like we're there. I felt threads, so hopefully we're getting somewhere. I'm sure this is frustrating to see, but I'm not a mechanic, so I'm sure there's a better way to do this, and that's okay. Because people that are not hydraulic mechanics own tractors. Alright, we'll call that tight. Now we'll get the best $200 I ever spent, grease gun, or whatever it costs. Hit that there. And take a listen. not taking the grease. It's just purging it out the sides. So that tells me that this is not tight enough, probably. Or it's cross-threaded, which would be just awesome. Get on there, baby. There we go. There we go, now it's taking it. And it's squirting out the bottom, so we are greased. Okay, cool. That wasn't too bad. Let me set this back a little bit. Okay, we got grease and all that. Okay. We're moving on to this outrigger. Okay, that is the rear done. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up a little bit. Crazy, greasy business. I live on a flight line. You hear a lot of airplanes. Okay, so.
Are you making a video?
Yeah, I'm recording right now. Say hi.
Hi! There's so many cicadas up there.
Yeah.
One just
All right, here we go. You want to work or you want to go back in? Okay. We'll go back in before you change my mind. When we get working, bruh. Okay, I don't ever pull this bucket off, but we'll. Clean this up a little bit, just so we can get down in there. Here's this one. Now that red grease is from the factory, or at least from the dealer. All right, it's right about this time where my allergies went completely crazy in the video. And let me turn this gain down. So I don't want anyone to have to sit and listen to me hack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some guitar through the end. We're basically just going through the same routine here, greasing, all that. So I don't know anything about the copyright rules and music and all that yet. So I got a little recorder set up. I'm watching the video and I'm going to play some tunes.